I have enough. I mean, Wealthy says I have 455 divines in my stash tab now. Dude, look at this upwards a trend. Today we started at 246 divines. So over 200 plus divines I made today of pure scare farming plus 200 divines. Catalyzing. Cares. Pink. Containment. Oh shit. That one's pretty decent. Hey guys, today I wanted to make a video on a really strong strategy in the current meta, and that is Scarab farming in tier 17s. This strategy has made me a lot of currency over the past day and a little bit yesterday as well. Just to show a quick data real quick to show how good this strategy is. This is all from today. I started at 240 divines in my Wealthy Exile tab, and I ended the day at 490 divines. So in 12 hours, I made 250 divines. And you know, that includes me taking breaks, me streaming, of course, interacting with chat, all of that. But yeah, as you can see, just to prove here alone, we made 250 divines in 12 hours. I would say that is quite lucrative, you know, in the current state of 3.27, where a lot of farmers just aren't that profitable right now, right? They aren't that high div an hour. So yeah, this strategy, I would say it's anywhere from 20 to 25 divs an hour. Yeah, over this 12 hours, I made around like 21 to 22 divs an hour. But once again, that's including breaks, interacting with chat, all that. On like full focus hours, you easily push over 25 divines an hour. It's a very strong strategy. So I'll go over everything here that you need to know. The first things first, I did record a lot of data. This is my results from the essentially four map tests I did, 15 maps each. So the first result, I made 32 divines, 99 chaos in hour 13. Next one's 43 divines, an hour and 17. Then 34 divines in an hour 18, and then lastly 31 divines in an hour. But as you can see, it's pretty consistently over 30 divines in 15 maps, so roughly over 2 divines in profit per map. A total 142 divines in roughly 5 hours. Now the investment, at least as of right now, is around 0.5 divines per a map, with divines at 150 to 155 chaos. So yeah, negative 30 divines for the investment, so 112 divines in profit, pure profit in 5 hours, which is roughly 22 divines per an hour. Now keep in mind, this doesn't count tier 60.5s. Wealthy Exile doesn't track them properly, and you get more profit when you 3-to-1 your Scarabs. So if you do these things, you definitely reach around 20 plus 5 divines per an hour, which is a really strong strategy. Just to show the proof right here real quick, here's my Wealthy stash. So yeah, this one 31 divines, 34, 43, and 32. As you can see, most of the profit here is just from Scarabs, you know, 33 divines of Scarabs, 6.6 divines of fragments. That's the boss fragments you're getting. So like the Revenant fragment, the Decaying fragment, or all that. I'm killing the Fortress boss, of course. And then like, you know, some amount of raw chaos and raw divines, some amount of divination cards because you do get them from altars, and like some essence, because I was using essence Delirium Orbs, but that doesn't matter all that much. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, it is really consistent divines an hour, and it's very profitable. So what is this strategy? This strategy is just pure raw rare Scarab farm. You're just killing rare monsters, killing barrels in a fortress, and getting a bunch of Scarabs back. This is the Atlas tree if you want to see. I'll have it posted down below, of course. But as you can see, yeah, we're just taking every single Scarab node. There's not much going on here. I guess the only non-Scarab nodes are the map effect nodes and the altar nodes. Everything else is a Scarab node. The only interest in here is taking the 5 points here for ultimatum. I don't do ultimatum in the map. You're taking these 5 points to have that increased chance to have ultimatum Scarabs drop. That is very strong right now because ultimatum Scarabs are very expensive. So I do recommend on taking these 5 points. And of course, these blocks right here are always very situational. Depends on the current market. I think at least as of right now, these blocks are pretty effective because most of these Scarabs are pretty worthless. Yeah, that is what I'm doing right now at least. As for the Scarabs, we are doing Hornscaler Nemesis, very strong. Rare monsters have 2 additional modifiers. This synergizes extremely well with your Atlas tree, amplified artifacts. Rare monsters in your maps have a 50% increased chance to drop Scarabs per monster modifier. So this gives every rare a 100% increased chance to drop a Scarab because you add in 2 modifiers. Then we're doing 2 Scarab Adversaries and more rares. Once again, it's a rare Scarab farm strat. And then you have 2 options here. You can either go for 2 Scarab Divinities. This makes the rares Pantheon Touch and can be duplicated with Adversaries. Or you can go for Magic Pack Size and Influence Scarab Hordes to get more altars. I think personally I found more success in doing Scarab of Hordes and Monstrous Lineage. And the reason why I think this is performing better, not by much, is because the altars are more impactful this patch. Because your maps have overall a lot less quantity, like your maps probably have in total compared to last patch 40 to 50% less total quant, so like a 300% quant to like 160 170% quant, means the altars from the Eldritch minions are a lot more effective. You know, picking 30% quant from an altar is a lot more effective when you're going from 170 quant to 200% quant instead of like, you know, 300% quant to 320. Yeah, I think both setups are good. You can either use 2 Divinity Scarabs or use 1 Monster Lineage and 1 Scarab Hordes. Both use the same tree, nothing else really changes. And then on map device, you want to choose Ambush. The reason why you choose an Ambush is because when you choose Ambush, it makes Scarabs found in an area have a 50% increased chance to be Ambush Scarabs. Now, of course, that's very strong, with containment being very expensive, around 200 chaos as of this video. As for the map itself, pretty simple. You just want to roll 100% or more Scarabs. I would take like 90% or 80% more Scarabs if it comes with another good modifier, like over 100% more currency. But a map like this is pretty ideal, over 100% quant and over 100% more Scarabs. You don't have to be too picky with these maps. They take less than 10 chaos on average to roll usually. They aren't that bad, as long as you can do most modifiers. Obviously, if your build can't do as many modifiers, then it's going to take more chaos to roll a map, and thus your profit is going to decrease, so keep that in mind. And then of course, you want to use 1 Delirium Orb. It could be any Delirium Orb, doesn't matter. Use 1 Delirium Orb because it adds extra monsters into your map, and it adds some extra quant and rarity in your map as well. So yeah, pretty basic for the map. And then as for running the map itself, it's pretty simple. You're just full clear on the map and killing the boss as you go. Pick all the quant, Scarab dupe, currency dupe as you go. There's not much to it. It's very simple. It's just a map filled with rare monsters, and that's really it. You're not really doing any mechanics. I think that's mostly about it for the strat. It's very strong. You know, I have all the data here, as you can see. It is really lucrative, anywhere from like 20 to 25 plus divines an hour right now. And like I said, my wealthy Exile shows it. We went from 244 divines to 290 divines in roughly 12 hours of playing. All of this live on stream. So yeah, very strong strategy. I would recommend to try it if you want to give it a go. Now, this strategy does benefit massively from having Headhunter. You don't need Headhunter to do this strategy, but if you do have Headhunter, it's going to massively speed you up because you're killing so many rare monsters with so many modifiers that you get like 60 to 80 Headhunter buffs, and it makes the map extremely fast. So it is a very strong Headhunter strategy. But yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below.